Hey there, and welcome back to Channel 64. What a beautiful morning. A beautiful morning to create more farms. And, you know, maybe sell something. Yes. All right, well, today, first thing, we're going to go ahead and head on over to check out some brand new farms that I've built in between episodes. You can actually see the nether side of one right here. So this is actually going to be for our Squid Ink Farm. And so we have an overworld Squid Ink Farm, which we'll take a look at that in a sec. And yeah, we've got lots of Squid Ink. This is going to be perfect for our prismarine shop because we're going to have to supply it with dark prismarine. And well, where we can get dark prismarine? Well, from the Squid Ink and of course our Guardian Farm. So let's check out the overworld portion of that. Not to mention that I've also built a very large drowned and trident farm. So let's head on up and take a look at this really quickly as it's covered in the clouds. If we are quick enough, we can actually see the magic happening. So this is a very large spawning platform for drowned. As you can see, it is quite fast. It hits the mob cap pretty quickly with drowned. So they spawn in these bubble columns through here, and then they come on down and shoot on up over here. So this is based off of some farm designs I've seen, and then I took that and made it even bigger, at least as big as I could possibly fit it within the spawning sphere for my player, which our AFK spot is actually right here. And then, of course, you know, all we have to do is whack away at this, and we get lots of stuff. I don't want to fill my inventory with things, but, you know, we get lots of different drowned items. So, you know, Nautilus shells, I've already taken some of those out. Plenty of drowned heads. Copper, a little bit. And then, of course, the non-stackable things. So, tridents, like I said, I've already emptied this out a bit. So we actually, I think, have a whole nother shulker box of these, but it's pretty quick. I think we give out a trident every couple minutes, so it's very, very fast. Then, of course, all the way over here, and you can kind of see our landmark for this, is a Squid Ink Farm, and that involved, of course, draining out a river. So our AFK spot is just on the outer edge of this spawning area, and it's pretty simple. It's basically a bunch of portals that have water in between them, and as the squid spawn in, they immediately touch the portals and they get teleported into the nether, where they hit some powdered snow and soul campfires and die. So pretty simple, and of course it's very fast, since the only spawning spot for the squid after we've cleared out all of this water, which took a while, is going to be down in this hole marked by our flag. Because I need a way to find that. And so yeah, I think I AFK'd this for a couple hours, and we already have like 4, 5, 6 double chests of ink. It's quite ridiculous. Okay, let's head on over to Saltwater and check out where we're going to be building those shops today. Okay, so we're at the north dock of Saltwater, and this is the brand new area to the shopping district on the island. And right here we have a brand new shop by Arrington. This is a smithing template shop for the netherite upgrades, and it's pretty sweet. If you look inside, it's kind of all dark and a little bit sinking into the water. So the theme of these shops right here is this sandbar that's in here. As you'll notice, it kind of goes into the water. As shops get built along here, they're going to be sinking more and more into the water. So we're actually going to be building a couple shops on this end of the pier, and some of it's going to be a little bit, you know, decrepit and broken, and we're going to get pretty creative. Because we've been looking to actually sell a lot of the things that we have in our farms. You know, for example, I have my nether farms, you know, with the piglin bartering stuff. And of course, our prismarine that we have with our guardian farm. And of course, you know, all the other things that we're getting through our trident farm and all that. So we're going to be selling all of that stuff in the shops because the other cast members have been looking for some of those things. So we're going to go ahead and put together a build right here and head into a time lapse and get that done rather quickly. All right, and we're back with our two brand new shops. So let's check these out. The first of the two here, of course, is our underwater. Our speaking of underwater, nice time for rain here. Our underwater shop called Sunken Treasures. This is for all of the prismarine and drowned things. So let's hop on in. And of course, being that it's underwater, we have a conduit so that we can, you know, safely shop without drowning. So we have our prismarine and dark prismarine block or bricks. Further on up here, I missed those. We have nautilus shells as well as conduits. And if we head on all the way down here, this is where our tridents come in from our trident farm. So we have the Riptide Tridents and Channeling Tridents. And then, of course, Sea Lanterns right here as well. And what's kind of cool about this shop as well, you can easily get in and out of it by hitting these bubble columns that we've put along the side. But before we do that, I wanted to show off these wonderful sea mines that I created down below here. I think these look really cool, just to get something to kind of fill the space over here. And then, you know, to go along with the story that these are kind of historic buildings that have slowly sunken into the water, we have another one back here, which is our nether shop that's actually kind of tilting backwards. So that was quite a challenge to build that in that orientation. The other fun thing about this is when we have a thunderstorm, this thing is quite the lightning rod, since I use lightning rods to decorate the top. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a shock or a jump scare as you as you shop during the night here. Speaking of night, let's get some sleeping going here. All right, well, now with better weather, we can check out Cinder's Heckish Delights. And so with this, we've got quite a few items that are being sold within here. Tried to make it look like an old shop that was kind of in repair or being repaired. It had caught fire at one time, so there's like cindered, you know, ashes and burnt out parts in the shop. Plus, to kind of build up the whole precariousness of this shop, I even added some special effects. So if we open our door here, you can hear the rafters and the beams creaking as things aren't quite settled in here. The building is leaning very precariously. I tried to make some angled windows. It's kind of hard to angle windows in Minecraft since it's all based on squares and cubes, but we did our best. So in here, of course, we're selling, you know, our beacons. We have nether bricks, red nether brick, and along with the shop, since it is sinking into the water, part of the shop is also underwater. And with that, of course, we still have the conduit power from the neighboring shop over there. We've got our glowstone down here, blackstone, obsidian, gravel, and what else up top? Spectral arrows. I mean, there's literally stuff everywhere. We're selling wither skulls by themselves, or like I said, you can get your own beacons. Up top here, and as we climb the stairs and the rafters, it's kind of broken up everything. We got fire and singed things. The floor is all angled as well. We've got our quartz up here, pine obsidian, string, magma blocks, and I'm sure there's one other thing I'm forgetting. Blaze rods are up here as well. It's quite a packed store because we had a lot of limited space to work in, which is kind of fun sometimes. You know, when you limit yourself to the area in which you can build, you can kind of get a little bit creative with the space. And so that's what I tried to do. And it is quite a mess because, like I said, it's in very much disrepair. It's falling over. We can kind of get some of the... Let's take a look at the outside here real quick. So yeah, you can see as the roof line's kind of bent down. This whole building is kind of at an angle. In fact, actually, if we head underwater, you can see that it matches along that as well. Then of course we have our lights hanging off. I really like the fact that you can walk through this little gangway here, which is cool because the building's kind of leaned over it, so you can walk along here if you want. And then I believe that Leone is going to be adding another shop right here to kind of finish up the area, and that one of course will be kind of less sunken in. I think more along the lines of Arrington's shop over here. And then, of course, along with that, under the water, we have like some of the beams that have fallen down, and parts of the dock are in the water as well. Almost like this whole building just kind of sunk and like took parts of the dock with it as it like went down. And of course, we have our little guardian. Oh, I don't know if I pointed it out when we were down here originally, but also have a guardian eye down the bottom, and kind of use the conduit as its eyeball, which I thought was pretty cool looking. So I like that a lot. And a little tiny bit of armor stand work to get our trident in there. To kind of go behind the scenes a little bit and show off the special effects for the actual creaking there. That is basically just a custom music disc that we have because we have the audio player mod. So basically there is a hidden skulk sensor, a calibrated skulk sensor right here. And this is calibrated for the door opening and closing, and also any of the activation of like opening barrels and whatnot. So as soon as you do that, it will actually kick the disc in here. And there's two or three, I think, different creaking sounds that it plays. And so it's kind of cool. It's like the building's like rocking or creaking in the water because it's old and falling apart. So a lot of fun. Oh, there it goes again. Pretty cool. I love it. And then we can just head on up, and look, it'll take us right to the dock. And then, of course, our other side over there. So I hope people enjoy it. It was a lot of fun to build, and I'm glad to be able to provide some different things. I know we had folks asking for Prismarine. Speaking of shops, there's actually quite a few shops, or new shops in the area. As I mentioned before, we have Arrington's shop right here, which is Netherite templates. And if we head on in here, we've got the different templates here for a diamond block, which is not a bad deal because I think it takes like 8 diamonds or so to duplicate these, or 7 or something. And so I will actually need to be purchasing that because, as you can see, all my stuff, including our armor here, is all diamond. So we need to upgrade that. Also up top here, we've got Arrington's enhanced shops over here. So originally we had Sahara sponges for sponge rentals, and then of course I believe above this now there are a couple more shops. So we have this brand new shop that sells mushroom blocks. So we got mushroom stems and brown mushroom blocks. I haven't used too much of those in building. Maybe I should. Mycelium as well. And then that is just a trap chest. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I believe there's another shop as well over here. So other than sponge rentals, I want to say, I think it's up top there. I don't know how to get to that, though. Yeah, Quest Flora. Is there like a doorway? I know a way. Forcefully enter through the window. There we go. Aha! Did it. And this shop, I believe, is going to be selling, yeah, here we go. It's selling, like, the different petals, and of course, we've got lily pads and small drip leaf. I love these pink petals. These are awesome. Spore blossoms, probably get some of those. And, of course, dead bushes. And then I guess this, oh, here's the proper entrance right here. How do we get down? I mean, it's not really a way. I guess we could walk around the back or something like that. Not a real clear entrance, but that's fine. We make our own entrances. Speaking of things with interesting entrances, if I can get over this bush, we have Tarek's brand new shop, his giant wool shop, and this has a very interesting entrance. Aha. And a musical one at that. So this is selling all the different wool and, of course, all different colors. And we get other side every time we come in. Exit button if your friend locked you inside. And then I think there's another shop around here somewhere. Yes, Martin Smartin's Slimy Deals. This is a brand new slime shop, and there's sticky pistons in here, slime blocks, and gold blocks as well. And then he's got a pipe that come into this, which is actually kind of a Super Mario Brothers warp pipe, which I think we need to add some custom sounds to it, if you ask me. Oh, big guy, what'd they do to you? Hello up there. What'd they do to you, Shipwreck?
Liv came by and put this gold necklace on me while you were gone. I kind of like it.
I guess I understand why. I mean, it sort of left Liv a gift not that long ago. Well, what are you doing out here, little guy? This is no place for you. This is Nether. Come on. Come with me. I know someone that can take care of you. Come on. This way. Alright, kitty. This is going to be your new home. Look, someone left the door open. Perfect. Come on in. Alright. Let's go ahead and name you. I don't really know what the name pet, so you're going to be Cat. And I certainly don't want you to starve because I don't know when Liv's going to be back. So, you know, here's some food. Here's some food. I mean, there you go. That should last you a little bit. All right. Take care. Anyways, that's how I remember it. I couldn't help but notice that Mr. T was missing his bling blang. So I fixed that so he's much sparklier now. Liv.
It makes me want to pity some fools.
Thank you, Liv. I love pranks like this. And you know what? Ironically enough, she's the first one to prank me in 2 seasons of Channel 64. I don't know why people are afraid to prank me. There's no reason for that at all. Well, I guess with that, that's all the time we have left in this episode. Thank you for checking it out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Safe travels, everyone.